What is the difference between marriage and love? How you welcome to this show. And before I start, I'm going to make an illustration first. Then, from the illustration, we'll be able to build on what has been illustrated. This question is a burning question that has been asked, and it needs an urgent answer. The difference between marriage and love. Okay, let's begin this way. We have two individuals that has decided to come together, to live together, to have a common goal, to build a family, to start a new life together outside of the life that they've been having with their parents, their siblings, their friends, their family member. But they want to start a new family with themselves as a husband and a wife. These two individuals that is cutting out of their family member, their parent, their siblings, also needs a place of accommodation, also need an entity that is going to house them, that is going to accommodate them, where they can actually begin to live this life and to fulfill this desire which they've had, and also to pursue and to achieve a common goal, a common purpose within both of them. So they need a house, they need an entity to accommodate them. The entity that accommodates these two individuals for them to come to live together, to fulfill their purpose, fulfill their aims and objective in life is what we refer to as marriage. So that is where marriage comes into place. So they need to occupy a place which is called marriage, to give them a residence, to give them an accommodation, is their abode. And without this marriage, they will not have a place to plan their life, to grow, to achieve their aims and objective in life. So that is where marriage comes into place. So this new entity is created for them to occupy. And when these two individuals get occupied in their new residence, which is defined as the marriage, in the marriage we have different segments, we have roles, we have responsibility which everybody needs to play as the man and as the woman. So everybody has their own role to play in their new resident, in their marriage, in this new office that was just occupied. And the role is being divided into major two parts. And one of the part of to be played in this new resident is the department of love. So the resident has department and they have their separate functions. So the department, one of the department is the department of love, which is to be occupied by one of these two individual. And majorly the person who occupies this part, this department, and carry out all of the function and activity in this department called love is the man primarily. The woman also has another a department in the marriage and role to play in the marriage. And this department and the role of that woman is called the department of submission. She's the one, she has their own function there, she has her own role to play. And I'm going to talk about a little about this role and function that is to be played. And in this department called the Department of Love, which is to be occupied by the woman, and another department is called the Department for Submission, which is to be occupied by the woman. So this is just the basic difference between love and marriage. So there is more to that. We have another one called love and submission. So it is these two departments that these people are going to occupy and carry out their individual function and their role to ensure that the family achieve the set goals and the purpose at which it was established. So the man goes to his department and play his role. The woman also goes to our own department and play our role. So the marriage is actually the entity that hosts these two individuals that has decided to come together to leave their parent and come together and start a new life, a new family together. And love is a department that has a role and function to be played by the man. And there's another department which I said, the department for submission, which is an office to be occupied by the woman to play the role and the function for them to be able to achieve common goals, which has been set between both of them. And I'm going to be talking about these roles, the reason why it was assigned, and what it entails, and how is to be managed, and also how to have a good success in how to play your individual role. So this is what I'm going to be talking about in my next series. I want you to subscribe to my channel, follow this channel, and click on the notification bell, and also share at the same time. So there is a reason why man has been allotted this office, and there is a reason why the woman also has been saddled with the responsibility of this office. And there is a strength that the man possesses that makes him to occupy his office, and there is a strength which the woman possesses to make her to occupy that office. There is a weakness that the man possesses that makes him not to be able to occupy the office which the woman is occupying, the office for submission. And there's also a weakness that the woman possesses that make her not to be able to occupy the office of the love. So there's a strength and weakness. So it is when this strength and weakness come together and is being managed correctly that this two individual will be able to succeed and function well in their marriages. So we have two people with one weakness, one strength. So they're coming together, and the man is using his strength to complement the weakness of the woman, while the woman, she's also using her strength to complement the weakness of the man, to create a balance. Because everything in life generally works in two. They works in binary: up, down, left, right, positive, negative, light, darkness. All things in life that works in binary. So there is no individual that can actually succeed in his or her own role by their own strength alone. There's nobody. Everything in life works in binary. That works in two. There's no such individual that succeeded alone. You need to have a team. You need to have someone. You need to have a skill. You need to have a knowledge for you to be able to succeed. So this is the difference between the marriage and love. So as I define it, that we have two individuals coming together that have a common goal that is set, and they want to achieve it. So they're coming together, and they need a place for them to have as their own estate, as their own place to accommodate them, where they will be able to grow these common goals within both of them. And that love is a department and has its own function that is to be occupied by one of these two individuals. There are two major departments in that resident, in that office, in that space, and which is love and submission. So the love is occupied, the role is occupied by the man, and takes on the responsibility and the functions and everything in that place. And the submission is to be occupied by the woman to take up the role and the responsibility of that place to be able to, for them to be able to achieve that common goal which they've set. And I'll also say that they also have, there's a reason, excuse me, there's a reason for them occupying each of those offices because they have their strength and their weaknesses. So when strength of the man complement the weakness of the woman, and the strength of the woman complement the weakness of the man, then they have marriage. And I think this has greatly helped you today. Thank you. Do share, follow, like, and subscribe for more, because I'm going to be telling you in the next series the reason why the man has that office is strength and his weakness. The reason why the woman was given our office, a strength and a weakness. Thank you. We love you from here. Bye for now. And go and succeed in your marriage and in your relationship. Bye.